Hey, and welcome to Mona Lisa Speaks. I'm your host, William, owner and operator of Renaissance Estate Sale. Thank you for joining me this evening. I'm going to cut to the chase tonight, okay, because I have some very important news, sad news, but important news. Tom's River has lost a very beautiful, wonderful soul that has been a staple in Tom's River for 6 decades now. Sandra Fortunato, also known as Miss Liberty, has passed away last Thursday. And I have been given the pleasure, I should say, the pleasure of honoring her memory. Those who knew her knew of her generosity and how wonderful she was. And I moved to Tom's River about 17 years ago, and I remember seeing her in the very first parade that we had, which was I believe it was a Memorial Day parade. And she was just bigger than life, right? She was on the car, and I said, that woman uh, commands attention, right? Like she built this, her persona, her energy was so huge it couldn't be contained. And I was fortunate to, over the years, run into her and have a conversation with her, especially in the supermarket. We talk about the can aisle and so on and so forth. But but anyway, she was a wonderful, wonderful woman, and anybody who knew her knew that she was uh, a little bit eccentric, I would say, but that was the beauty of it. That was the beauty of her. There was no stopping her. The energy that 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 came out of her, like she was infectious, right? Um, but she has been made a name for herself and known throughout the sports industry. Um, and I wanted to share some things with you that the family has allowed me to do in her honor. Right? I sound like I'm stuttering here a little bit. It's overwhelming because there's so much I want to say. There's so much I took in at her home, and talking about her and going through photos and thousands and the people that she knew was just unprecedented, right? She could have ran for the presidency and probably would have won several years ago, of course, but um, she would have been too old to run for the presidency now. But she was that kind of person, that energy, that she's focused, and she was her own publicist, and just fantastic, right? So we should all have a lifestyle like that with her. But I wanted to share some things that the family gave me. So this is my stuff. You can't have it, right? So this was given to me, and I want to share a couple of photos with you. So this is a photo of Sandra with Hulk Hogan, right? Can you see that? If you can make it out, it's Sandra and Hulk Hogan. It's a really great, really great photo. Um, then I have a photo here of Sandra and Tiny Tim. So those of you who know who Tiny Tim is, of course, tiptoe through the tulip. That's Tiny Tim, right? I have another photo here. This is Sandra and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, right? Another beautiful photo, right? Now this photo here, I was a little bit hesitant in showing it, but this was her life, so I have to show it. It's her memories, and so it is a photo of her and O.J. Simpson, of course. Okay, but I also have a couple of letters here. This letter, I won't read to you what it says, but this was from Senator Trent Lott and Senator Mitch McConnell at the time, right? So that's a beautiful letter. And then we have another one here from Christine Todd Whitman, governor. We all know who she was, right? But I also have from her friend Scott Conover of the Detroit Lions. Took this off his head and gave it to her as a token of friendship. So this is his official helmet, and as you can see, number 76 back there. And I just want to say, Scott, if you're watching this, I need a signature on this. eBay's waiting for it. but but a great piece. It's mine. It was given to me, and no one could have it. Okay, so uh, nice little thing for me. But the really cool piece was this. I thought this was the piece de resistance of who she really embodied, because this was a trophy given to her, and on the trophy it actually has all of her titles, right? So how cool is that, right? Miss Everything, Miss NFL, Miss MLB, my eyes are getting bad, Miss NBA, Miss NHL, right? The National Football League, National Baseball League, and the National Hockey League, right? Miss New Orleans, Miss Tuscan Milk, Miss Miami Boat Show Queen, Miss World Cup Soccer, Miss Twin Peaks, Miss Grand Prix, Miss Portable Ignition, Miss Parade Queen, Miss Body Beautiful USA, Miss Super Bowl, Miss World Series, Miss NBA, Miss Stanley Cup Queen, Miss Opening Day, Miss Tri-State Cadillac, Miss Knockout, Miss Manhattan, and many, many other names and titles that she has used. This is a beautiful piece. This piece is going nowhere. Uh, she was a lovely lady. I am going to honor her by finding a special spot for this, right, in my office, and it's never going to leave me. Um, and that was given to me, and I'm very, very honored uh, that the family have given me the opportunity to share a little bit uh, of her life, and honored by giving me these items, because I will cherish them. Um, yeah. So with that being said, I just wanted it to let people know who didn't know that she has passed, and you can find her obituary online, and read her history and her life story, and you will be truly, truly amazed of the life she had, and how iconic she was. Um, with that being said, I want to just say, um, just watch us, continue watching us. I enjoy the comments. I enjoy answering your questions, and subscribe, follow us, YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, Facebook. We're everywhere. So yeah. So his love to Sandra, and she's in our prayers, and God bless, and good night. Mona Lisa Speaks.